no regrets, only wanted to be the best that we could be. And we wanted this and nothing more than to be true down to the core. We thought we'd live forever, but when the full moon is bright and the wind blows just right, I can hear your voice on the wind. 21 guns into the night till we meet again on the other side. 21 guns, this is goodbye till we meet again on the other side. Yeah, 21 guns.
Beautiful thing to see the family and friends come together and honor his life and his service to our country.
It's great to see you guys out here. This is awesome, really.
Hey, how are you doing out there, everybody? This is Tracy. How's it going? Great. It is Wednesday. I call it Warrior Wednesday. And we have a great show for you tonight. I have missed you. I was out a couple weeks there. I told SWAT, we got SWAT, our co-host here. I said, SWAT, go for it. Cover. He's like, nope. Teams have to do it. We'll be okay. And I'm like, okay.
It's teamwork.
Teamwork that's supposed to make the dream work, right? Right. But you know what? I'm glad to be here. So it is Wednesday. It's Warrior Wednesday. You are listening to Patriots Inside the Wire. Again, that is Patriots Inside the Wire. You are on multiple platforms tonight. You are not only on Patriots Inside the Wire. Let me say it again. Patriots Inside the Wire. But you are also on Battle to Be. Tonight we have Battle to Be with us, and that is Miss Krista Fee. Hello, Krista. How are you?
I am wonderful and super excited to be here with you again.
Aw, well, it is so good to see you. You know, I got to meet you at Vet Fest, and it's just been, you know, when you meet someone and it's just, well, both of you actually, you just meet someone and it's normal, it's organic, it's easy to talk, and it's like you understand and you don't have to do the fake smile. So I love being here. I love seeing you all tonight. Grab your friends out there. Join us. Send us a comment. We are going to be talking about a couple of things tonight. One of those is going to be about, of course, radio awards, singing, veterans organizations, Battle to Be, honoring our fallen, and anniversaries of our fallen. And so we are grateful that you're both here. Mr. John Swat, always a pleasure, sir. You are a wonderful co-host, and I am grateful for it. Thank you for that, by the way.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's not about having you. This is yours too. That's why I said, go for it. You're like, no, we'll do it together.
Teamwork. We need each other.
Well, thank you. That was very, very sweet. I do believe in that out there, everybody. I believe that kindness makes a difference. I believe that one thing you can say to someone on the wrong day in a bad way could lead to some circumstances you don't want. So I really try to tell everyone, please do me a favor, bite your tongue if you have to. I don't know, but I'm telling you, you could make just that one wrong moment in someone's life where they needed just someone to smile instead of someone to just give it to them. And I know it because I've lived it. I mean, a lot of people don't know. Eventually, in an episode, we'll get into this, but you wouldn't look at me and think, oh, that was the little kid that was on the street homeless. That was that little kid. Then they needed food, they needed all sorts of things. Um, you just never know. And so I want to say that I'm grateful to be here. I am also grateful, obviously, to my, and this is me, my own opinion, my faith. I thank God for that. Two Step is my son, Army, and always watching over us there, serving our country in the Army with the SWAT, same location. Not that we love it, but we won't even mention the name of the base, but
We endured it.
we love the people. How's that? That's what you should love. We love the people. We
There you
appreciate
go.
it. We are grateful for those who serve and have served, to all of you out there listening. So we understand in many different ways. Between the three of us right here, when I said Patriots in the Wire, Krista, Miss Patriot right there. And we'll get into more about what she does. That's a patriot to me when I look for a patriot. Mr. John Swat right there is a veteran. Not only is he a veteran, though, he's also a veteran that was in the Army. And he's also a veteran that was in the Army at the same location as my son. We did not plan this. So, never mind. I won't go there. I was going to say a joke. Sorry. um, what I want to say is, it's glad to be back. I was sick. I'm doing good. I hope everyone else out there is doing good as well. We know we have a long intro. We love music on this channel. Want to let you know that we have a lot coming up, artists. And what we would like is get in touch. Get in touch with us. We are about to do something big here this year. We are looking for artists. So, and then, of course, we are looking for our veterans, our first responders, our patriots, uh, before the big headliner, obviously. And yes, Mr. John Swat will be playing. And guess what? Mr. John Swat, I'm putting you on the line here for Patriots Inside the Wire for Freedom Fest. Mr. John Swat will be helping with the lineup there with the record label and a couple of radio stations. So, no favors. I can't pull strings. There are no strings to pull. These are people that do this and have been doing this for a living. I worked at their radio station. I know how this works. So, could we maybe put in a call? You just never know. But if you know me, I'll try. So, if you've got what it takes, or you just want to try to do something, let us know. Get in touch. Let's get into the show. If you see it down there, you'll see johnswatmusic.com. We know that you know, or we hope you know, and if you don't, that you'll figure it out, that John is the co-host of Patriots Inside the Wire. Everything happens for, I don't believe in like a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. He made it into the charts, everybody. He had his song. Hey, President Jeremy. His song went, and I'm talking about multiple radio stations here. The radio awards, I'm not going to say a name. I will not release the name of the stations right now. I'm not going to release the name of what I call the big fish, because that is very important. And it's important to them. That's why. So, John, you made it. You made it through in multiple rounds. Congratulations. But listen to this. What John did is he turned around and said, I've got this song. He's got a lot, y'all, by the way. And they're very catchy. But this song, and he released it. So, he decided after the awards that were happening, and then there was this, it's not a race, it was a contest, because there's a lot of good artists, right? Texas has a lot of great artists, and not just Texas. But our veterans that can sing, my goodness, there are a lot in Patriots. And right, Miss Patriot Krista, I've got your new name. She's looking at me like, I can't quit calling me Miss Patriot. But John, you released your song, and it is Sure Feels Good. And boy, can I say, it sure feels good to not be laying down with pneumonia right now. So, and it sure feels good to be amongst friends, and it sure feels good to be back. This song sure feels good, John. Can mean a lot of different things to a lot of people. And so, just a really quick, funny story, and then we're going to let everyone else here talk. So, John's been on. He's the co-host, right? Ready for this one? All right, y'all listen. I telling myself I'm too honest. We're doing the show and I'm listening. Man, it's getting hot. And I'm paying attention to the music. Music is very medicinal. Well, I wasn't going to tell anyone this. When I came to Austin, yes, I was on the radio. Yes, I sing. Yes, I've worked for these people. I have a vocal cord that I'm working on right now that got nipped during a cancer surgery. So I'm doing good. God is good. Don't worry about that part. Um, this is how I know all this though. So I'm not just saying this. I know what I'm talking about. Sure feels good. Wouldn't you know it? Some people saw me and they noticed Mr. SWAT and they were like, wait a minute, is that? And I won't give my nickname they gave me. You may get it out of me one day, but I might have to have a glass of wine or something. But no, I won't. It's not bad. It's just not one I'm going to use. Um, but when they saw the picture of the flyer of John and wait, is that her? Is she like back and didn't call us? So I kind of was getting into trouble. I was like, wait, I'm independent, number one, which by the way, this show's independent. Patriots Inside the Wire. There's no money tree, no sponsor, no payment, no nothing. It's in my pocket. Anytime you can, go check out patriotsinsidethewire.com. Brand new site. We're very proud of it. Patriotsinsidethewire.com. Please go check that out. Eventually, yes, we are looking for sponsors, but right now it's in my pocket. Every dime. And I know Krista understands this. She has an organization. This is what we do. I also have Gold Star Family Foundation. So get in touch with us if you need to for multiple reasons. Let's get back to this song though. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell on myself. Okay. Let's get ready. Imagine this. So the song is called Sure Feels Good, right? I'm on a show like this, and we're all talking, and you get muted as you play music, guys out there. We can mute ourselves. So, as I'm doing that, I'm deciding, you know what? In order to support your artist, you really need to go to YouTube. You really need to go to Spotify. You really have to go to their places and click. In this digital world, this is how they get credit. So, I'm all about doing that, all about giving that credit. So, I'm busy. I'm on the computer. I'm listening to the song. I'm into it. Sure feels good's playing. John's playing his guitar. I go to put that out and repurpose it is what it's called. So we were live, y'all. So there's nothing I could do about that part. I went back and repurposed that and I put it out on it's TikTok. And I'm a brand new TikToker. And all of a sudden, I started getting all these people with all these messages about this song, Sure Feels Good. And what was I doing? And I was like, oh man, what did I do? So I had to go back and look to see what the heck is happening here. What did I do? Like, what I mess up on now? Not in a bad way, but like what technology? And I'm pretty good at technology, guys, though. I'm going to admit that one. Long story short, I found it. I am sitting there while John's playing live on his guitar. And the other guy at the record label is just sitting there with like this grin he's trying to keep from showing. And hard because he's called me and laughed about it. And I'm typing because what I'm doing is giving credit to the artist. And I'm singing. I'm not muted. You can hear me sing John's song, Sure Feels Good. And I said, John, you're never going to believe this. And I call him SWAT. Man, your song on TikTok, there's a lot of people that are listening to it because I accidentally didn't hit mute while I was trying to give you credit. And unfortunately, I was singing your song. So I need you to know that your song is out there and I was singing it. And I'm going to go erase that song right now. And he told me no. And I was like, yes. Are you kidding me? Yes, I'm already. There's like no audio, no studio, no real music room, nothing for me to go by. So I am a beat off. I recognize these things by ear. I don't know if I mean, I don't know. To me, like I need to have it right. I'm not gonna. But for you, SWAT, right now, I'm telling you, I left it for you because it has sure feels good. And what it does is I tag the song so that you get credit and they can just go laugh at me. So I'm going to laugh at myself right now. So I just want your song to get that recognition for sure feels good. Thank you for that, SWAT. I got a great laugh out of it. But more importantly, the song, for a lot of different reasons for me, and I know it is for other people. I don't know what yours will be. I wonder if I'm going to ask Chris if she's heard it. But thank you for being with us. John, your song is still up on TikTok with my voice, which, listen, y'all, it does not sound good. Warning, warning, radio, Music Row Radio, Red, White, New, especially, and my Texas Live people in Red Dirt. No studio, no nothing, no music, you name it. Do not call me and criticize me, please. So that was all just like, boom, here I am. I'm in my own space. So hopefully that's the worst that it gets. So, SWAT, did you go listen to this blunder of me and your song that you told me, don't go erase that?
Absolutely, of course I did, and I was blown away. Krista, I don't know if you've had a chance to listen to it yet, but in the chorus, it, from what I hear from everybody, it's pretty catchy. And by the second time around, you're already singing along. And there's a part where it just says spinning, spinning, spinning. And Tracy over there was spinning, spinning, spinning along with the song. And it was so cool. We've had a great response from radio so far on the song, great response from everybody out there. So, it always makes, especially, a songwriter like myself, when somebody's singing along to your music, there's no better feeling. So that's why when you told me that, I said, no, do not take that down. Everybody's enjoying it. And trust me, Tracy, I'm pretty sure you're not the only one now. So
I hope there are more people that are gonna pick up on that, and it's called a duet on TikTok. No, I'm not kidding, y'all, like, I'm new to it. I even tried to ask my kid that's, like, in middle school, like, "What the heck is this, man?" Like, Stitch and duet, and, like, then there's, like I do gotta give credit, though. There is I believe he's a Marine. I'm sorry if he's not. My god, you're not supposed to mess that up. My son's anniversary just came up, and God, sorry for using your name like that. With my son's anniversary that just happened and passed. There's a lot of anxiety for anyone that's listening out there. When you have a date that's coming up, it's usually about 12 days for me before that date actually hits you. And then the date hits. And then I feel like I can breathe again, after that date goes. And the last thing you want to be doing is just sitting around by yourself during that time. So I always encourage everyone, reach out. A lot of you would have my number. Go to Patriots Inside the Wire or call 988, even if it's not a massive emergency, you just want to talk. I ended up sick. So what happened is I ended up home and a lot of memories come back. So I just wanted to give a little bit of a nod to something I'm going to get into in a minute. And this is the reason that I'm sharing it. So, John Swat, thank you for the song and all the laughs while I was laying there sick. I was able to laugh at a time when, I'm not normally laughing. So, thank you for that. And congratulations on that song, Mr. Swat. We're going to hit you with it here soon, guys. Don't leave us. We've got hit up. There's a guitar, the way he's sitting. You always know it. The guitar's with him, and you know what I do to him. He's got it. Now, Miss Krista, Miss Patriot. She's going to get me later. Krista. Krista got in touch with me, and what happened is it was for another Gold Star mother. And we worked on something for another Gold Star mother. I'm not going to mention names. I will mention the Marine Lance Corporal Hernandez. Up to you right now. Thank you for your service and your family. And what Krista does. And then Krista started talking to me, and there's some reels out there of my son, and I have never been publicly the one to go around and say, we need to do something to honor my son. it's kind of strange. I don't even know how to explain this. If you're not a Gold Star family, it's really depends on where you live. Really depends on the status quo. Hey, I'm not PC. I'm going to say it. Uh, which story is going to get the most newsworthy attention? Which hierarchy of an individual maybe has a better story that might fit to get attention somewhere? And I don't mean attention bad. So anyone that's listening, losing anyone is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. But there are a lot of us, and a high percentage. If you go look at your stats right now, on U.S. soil, our active duty service members. We're not in World War One. We're not in World War Two. And since then, if you go look at statistics, obviously there's other wars. Like my son was in OEF and OIF. And John, I know you served during that time too. My whole point is while you're serving on active duty, the government owns you 24/7. You are owned by the government. You aren't sitting in a room playing on social media. You are training as if you're in war. You are preparing for war. You are getting ready to go. You are laying your life on the line. It is an ultimate sacrifice to do this, and very few will do it. So, the largest statistic is active duty service men and women while they're serving on U.S. soil killed. The percentage of that will shock you. The number is extremely high. It is too high. And it isn't something that I hear a lot about. And so I want to mention it because there's a lot of different reasons that it happens. One of those that people think about might be suicide. And it is something we need to talk about. That's the 22 a day. We need to honor all. I always say that. You can see it right down there. We need to honor all. We need to never forget. We need to always remember, and life's short. Number two, training exercises happen all the time. When you're trying to go to war and you're doing things that are going to put you in a situation, yes, you're going to have situations, and it's awful. In mine, I'm not going to speak for anyone else. Mine is an illegal situation of someone that actually killed him that had to do with having a vehicle they should not have had. And when people go trafficking things, and you got everything like we have at the border right now, and they're doing things illegally that you and I can't go drive on the road. Well, I wouldn't do it anyway, but my point is there's law and order for a reason, right? And I just wish he'd been inside those gates. If he had been inside those gates, it would have been a whole different story. I have a great relationship with the military, and I'm grateful for that because I know that some people have not. Outside those gates, there's no jurisdiction. So you're left to deal with the town. And let me tell you, there's some interesting things that happen all the time in these little towns that get chosen where our bases are. So my heart goes out to each one of you out there. I know what that's like. Um, I literally know what it's like. So I just want to tell you to please try to include everyone and remember them. Please try to remember the fact that someone signed, and when you take that oath, foreign and domestic. Do you know why they say that? U.S. soil is what? Domestic. So foreign and domestic, they served, right? Like, I don't need to know anymore. Do no harm. Like that person served. That is unbelievable. I mean, to do that, put your life there. It is a blank check. And to come to my door with a chaplain and military and try to tell me that my son's gone, um, I don't lay down and cry, I fight. So I'm not fighting the military. I'm fighting to change what happened and make it a better place for us all. So enough about me. I'm only saying it because I want to give Krista a nod. Krista is with Battle to Be. Again, that is Battle to Be. Her station is on tonight with us. She is one of the first that has figured out how to cross podcast. Again, cross podcast. Somebody's going to get me on all this. I'll be on another video, I'm sure. Um, so cross podcasting, I was like, yeah, when she first came on and we were helping the other mother, I was like, definitely. I've been trying to tell everybody, and eventually, Swat, I'm going to get you on your page. We're going to get your page to where every time you go live, you click that, you enter it, and we will give you all that tutorial. But Krista, thank you for being with us too. we'll get to John's song in a moment. But I did want to say this. Do you have anything special that you would like to say, SWAT?
Just first and foremost, thank you for everything that you do, and Krista as well. Just thank you to all the veterans out there, past and present, those that we've lost, especially all the Gold Star families out there. It's like you were saying, it's never easy to lose somebody, but especially somebody who puts their life on the line and to serve this country. And I know, like you were telling me last night, we didn't have a chance to, um, in my mind, celebrate. I know, it was the anniversary last week of your son's passing, but, we want to celebrate those lives. And I think that we need to remember those people that have, like you said, put their lives on the line, no matter, if they pass away overseas, where I've had friends of mine that have passed away overseas, or like you were saying, on our home soil. Either way, they chose to put their lives on the line, and it's a great honor to be amongst them, to have served next to a lot of them, and you know, Krista, I'm sure you feel the same way, and so I just hope that I'm doing everything I can to honor them, and carrying on with my music and sharing it with the world. And that's kind of part of why I do what I do. So thank y'all so much for just letting me do that.
Well, you know what, SWAT? Thank you for serving. It literally is a very small percentage that will put their name in ink on that line, and I'm glad that you're with us. I'm glad that the good Lord was right there with you, and I am even more blessed and grateful that I've met you. A program I have always wanted. I literally have prayed about this. Is can we please find veterans and connect them to Gold Star families? Because our veterans need they need us. Hey, God bless you, Jason. We tried to get you in here to show you about technical stuff. Um, hey, God bless you. God bless you. Jay. There's Jay. I call him J Man now. But thank you for that, SWAT. It means a lot to me. And yes, I got to laugh because of, I was laughing at myself, but you made me laugh, and that means a lot. And I believe meeting you, like I've tried to say a million times, we met through another Marine, and he had been like a mentor. He's super busy right now. He's doing a lot of things. You got kids, you got the wife, you got the family, you got a lot going on, uh, and I get it. Um, and then I've always said, if you could find a way to connect a veteran to a Gold Star family, we lose our unit, we lose our troop, we lose all of that. There aren't events, there are not ceremonies, there is not something for us. It's wait, like, where'd everybody go? Um, where do I go? Um, where do I send this package now? Like, who's gonna am I still gonna talk to the colonel? Because I did. That's a funny story. I'll tell you one day. Um, you know that I did. Um, but it's an empty feeling, and I've always said it. I've always said if we connect our veterans who also have different things they're feeling, because when you get out, it's like, man, what am I supposed to do now? I'm sure I'm not going to speak for everyone, but I know that from people that I have spoken to, they were saying the same thing that I was. And I was like, okay, well, then that's going to be part of my mission. And that means I want to connect more patriots, first responders, veterans to our fallen heroes. And so, not just Gold Star families, I am including patriots and first responders. And again, that would be K9. To me, that's border agents. To me, that's our police. That is our fire. Let me know if I'm leaving anyone out, you guys. Military. Um, we have fallen heroes there that need to be remembered. And so I will always honor all of them, and I will never forget, and I will always remember. So my heart goes out to you. And so thank you for that, SWAT. And this leads us to Krista. Krista, is with Battle to Be. You can go look it up on her website as well, Battle to Be. And on her website, I can't, it's funny. I was going to say I can't explain it all because she does so much, but if you go look at our new website, Krista, we added back all of our programs. So I think that's why we instantly just kind of clicked. We understand. It's like, how could you say no? How could you not do it? Right? It's like it needs to be done. I don't see anyone doing it here. I've seen it somewhere else, and that should be something that we take on everywhere. So, Krista, welcome to the show. I got to meet you at Vet Fest, and listen, everyone, we didn't even like see each other. No joke. Like I was busy broadcasting literally for this Marine at Vet Fest for Vet Fest. I got SWAT. I got Mr. God bless you, J Man, wherever he went. He took it down. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Jason. Um, and it is called Vet Fest, and it was through Sergeant Records. Jason did a lot of work there, a lot of work. It was the first time I'd met him as well. Running around working the whole time. I'm just focused on the broadcast. Look what he did. I'm here. We love you, Jay. That I was gonna say boy, he's a man. That man right there, I call him J Man. Vet Fest was not easy. Putting on an event is not like, woo, it's easy to do. It's not like putting on Christmas or something. It is a lot to manage. A lot happens there. We appreciate it. The reason we're all three sitting here right now is Krista was there. Krista was somewhere, we'll ask her, sitting somewhere at a table. I don't know what, but I do remember this huge red like Jeep, like as I walked in the side door, because they were like, no, 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 that's not the front door. And I was like, no, 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 this is cool. So first thing I did was like go over to this, really cool big red Jeep and took a picture. So Krista, I'll have to send you a copy of that. I'm in it. I took a selfie with the red Jeep. This is so cool. It's got like names on it. It's got the flags. I was like, dang, this is cool. And they were like, don't open that door, the fire alarm. I'm like, no, it's not, y'all. It's fine. Like, chill. So Krista was at Vet Fest. And so was SWAT. So SWAT was singing. SWAT now is in the top charts for Sure Feels Good. We'll get to that. But Krista barely knows me. We ended up doing a show for another Gold Star mother, and then we started talking because she does this. She knows what it's like to broadcast. She knows what it's like to have multiple juggle. I'm going to say juggle. She knows what it's like to juggle. She knows what it's like to dig into your pocket and hope that I don't even I'm going to say quarter anymore, man. What that song used to be. Here's a quarter. Call somebody who cares. Ma'am, we need a 20 or a something. A C note. Isn't that what they used to call it? We need a C note.
Here's a smartphone instead of a quarter. So
I'm dating myself here. She was there, SWAT. Krista was there.
Krista, was that y'all's Jeep?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
That's our rolling memorial. Yeah.
See?
Okay, cool.
So that's
right?
part of our program.
Isn't that
excellent.
Cool? Yeah.
Very cool.
That's your face said it all, SWAT. I did the same thing. I went, no way.
So Battle to Be, can you kind of elaborate on that, for the audience out there who doesn't know that much about it? Can you kind of just tell us, what your podcast is all about? I'm sure that's where Tracy was going. Maybe I've stole your thunder.
You gotta reel me in.
A 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are located here in Conroe, Texas, but we are national. We serve those who serve country and community, and we are experts in trauma. So our focus is essentially on the impacts of trauma and all the different ways that looks. So we have 3 different things that we focus on. We focus on mental wellness, we focus on safety, and we focus on relationships. So what we've been talking about here is our Ferryman Project, which is a memorial project. And it's based on the old stories that they say that we die twice, once when breath leaves our body, and then the last time that our names are spoken. And our objective is to make sure that our fallen heroes, whether military or first responder, that those names never leave the lives of the community that they served. So we have a process that we go through for our families. But obviously, we can't do everyone, so we do people that have been recommended or people that request, and we do. We put them on the memorial Jeep. You guys notice the names on the hood. Everybody gets a memorial name plaque that has their name, their titles, their service dates, and just a tiny little bit about them so that when we're at events, people see those names and ask questions. And I can't even tell you how many times my staff has been asked a question. People think they're testing us. They'll like pick a name and be like, well, tell me about this person. And we know because it's important for us to know. And we have a book that has a profile about them and a little extra information that we obviously can't put on the truck because that there's just no space for that. They get a 9/11 post or a 1042 post on the website that constantly cycles. So every morning at 1042, another one of our families or one of our members pops up so that their names
Wow.
are constantly brought to the forefront over and over and over again. And we do plaques for the families. And we do the plaque is our promise to the family that we won't let them be forgotten. And every plaque is different depending on what we know about the individual. We try to make it very personal. We do then a bunch of these are woo, what we call
I'm trying to see what you're
stones.
holding. I want everyone to see what you're doing.
Can
So
you
I'm zooming in. No, go other side. What is that? Go this way. There you go. Go down.
so this is the
Or there
back.
you go. Okay, turn
Cool.
that around.
So the backside says I lived, I loved, I served, remember me. And then the hashtag that people can use. And this one is actually for you, my dear. Uh,
Wow. Wow.
so
Nice.
these
Beautiful.
are these are given to our families, and I do 7. I love that number for each of our
I do
families to
too.
hand out wherever they would like to. Uh, and a lot of people keep them and just put them in their pocket. But the objective when we first created them was for people to take them someplace special, someplace that meant something to them, or someplace that meant something to the fallen hero, and leave them so that new community members can find them. And every time people find them, they inevitably will look up on the internet, who is this person? What is this about? So that is a really good way to keep their stories alive. And we thought if we did all these things happening all the time, then it would be a really great way to just make sure that no matter what, there's somebody going to find out about them some way, right?
Oh, I think it's
So
beautiful. Krista, what was the wooden thing that you held up? I was trying to zoom in. Let me see if I can. I'm going to zoom in here, y'all. Oh, not on me. Hold on. Let's get Krista. We want Miss. Oh, there we go. Wait, that's
Wow. That's
Adam.
cool.
It says Adam two step forward sergeant. Oh my gosh. You know, you are the first one to ever even get his date right. Oh wow, look at that, Krista. Look at the middle there. What is that? That's beautiful.
the middle is our challenge coins that we have made. We do a different one every single year,
Oh,
so they are limited to. I think we run 300, and every year is different.
wow. I don't know what to say, honestly. I'm not the person that's usually on the end of that side. I am usually on the other side. I am comfortable being on that other side. I get a little uncomfortable being on the opposite side. I do know to say thank you. I do know to say you almost made me cry. I do know to say that your heart is a beautiful one. And I knew the very second that you and I started talking, and I said, of course, I will help get the news out for the other Gold Star mother. I know her very well. I've been mentoring for a while now. And so there was no way I would have never not done it. I mean, it was like, and then just talking to you, Krista, I felt so comfortable. I felt like I didn't have to explain anything, and that's huge, right? Like, you don't have to go through the story, you don't have to explain. And for anyone listening out there, if you just remember the two-step part, which is his nickname, you can just look up twostepback.com. I don't really want to get into particulars. We have a lot going on right now in legislation for making sure that nobody else is killed in that way. But Krista, I'm not going to cry, but you and your Jeep, number one, I want to ride in the Jeep. Two, I am so touched. You need to take that rock down there. Swap. You're somewhere near. Don't y'all say where you're at. We're not supposed to do that. Remember OPSEC. Um, I know, right? I just said OPSEC. I was freaking military. Sorry. I did say freaking, everybody. I don't say the other word. If I say the other word, get bail money. I would take one of those and put them down there, because you know what? Your area that you're in, and I'm going to just say it's somewhere around Houston, has been very, very, very supportive and instrumental in me creating Military Moms of Texas and then Gold Star Family Foundation. And I also have Military Moms of Tennessee. So Houston is special, very special to me. We've always worked with our artists. A lot of artists, a lot of good, great artists are out of Texas and the stations is how that happened. So Krista, I want you to go in your big red Jeep and like go to a special place. And then when I get to come see you, I want to go see where you chose to put that, because I don't know, I connected with you immediately and I feel like you're going to just be surprising me even more. So my heart goes out to you, and I thank you for everything that you do and battle to be. Another thing that you do not know, my favorite number, you're like 7. I'm like, mine are 5 and 3. But his football number is 24. His sports number growing up was always 24. So my first tattoo ever, you can't see it when I do that, but it says Two Step, which is his nickname, and it's 24s on there. And you said 42, 1042. So immediately I went, oh, 24's in there. So anything with 24 to me means a lot. And what that means is together forever. So forever, you're together with yours, 42. Forever together. Mine is together forever. So there you go. Take that, use that. I feel like you gave me a little piece there back. We didn't know each other. We have been in the same room. We've been in an event. We have helped their mother recently, and we keep coming back. The same people that just keep, in our hearts. You're correct. SWAT mentioned it, and you did too, Krista. He was killed February 1st. And I did hear from, thank you for that, SWAT. Thank you so much. And I did hear from you, Krista. And yeah, it was a rough day. Having pneumonia on top of, I don't know how to say it. Just, I know that God's got it, but you still want to be able to, even those stinky old socks, man, from the military boots. I will take one of those. Like, I used to like throw them away and be like, pick up those dang socks, man. Like, you're about to kill somebody with those. But I would love to have one of those dang socks back. So, and I would treasure it. But Krista, you reached out and you really touched my heart too. So, I had no clue, but you were cutting wood. She was literally cutting wood, y'all. She sends me this picture, and I'm like, what are you doing? Are you actually like cutting wood, or you're at like, I'm thinking she's at a shop or something, right? Nope. This woman's out with her machine cutting and making. Was it that you were making at the exact same time? Well, okay. So she's cutting, and I'm like, are you actually making a real plaque right now? And she's like, yeah, I am. And she showed me a picture of the machine, because I was like, for like, seriously? She's like, yeah, for real. I was like, that is so cool. Um, and now you're trying to tell me it's atoms. It's two steps that I was like, oh, she's so cool. She's using a wooden, machine cutting. Like that's what I call real people. So, Krista, I'm not gonna cry. I want to ride in that red Jeep and we will have a celebration of life, is what we'll do. We will celebrate the fact that I had him, man. I always tell y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, but I always tell everyone. And yes, I said y'all, everybody, wherever you live, that's what I say. I'm from Nashville and Texas. Um, he made me. I did not make him. So I feel like that he literally made me and he made me who I am. So to this day, and obviously the one that made us both, I believe that there is a reason, everything that comes around, and that keeps me going every single day. So thank you so much for that, Krista. That is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I cannot wait to see you. We've already decided, by the way, you're going to be on the committee of this really big project that's coming up. I had a talk with someone, and I said, they were like, who do you trust when it comes to vendors in like that kind of area? And I said, well, I've done it. And I said, there's only two people I could think of. And I said, one of them, I just met her. So I'd have to ask her. And I got you on air and I'm putting you on the spot right now. And SWAT will tell you I do that because to me, I'm at home, right? And everybody out there listening, you're welcome. Hi, join us. You're at home here. So, Krista, we would love to have you join us on this project, that will be a concert. Two step makes sense, Tracy. Good luck. I don't get that one, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gullible. I am a little naive, but I like that. And I appreciate that, right? That's a good thing, right? From Craig Murphy. It's got a 4-leaf clover. Yes, sir. Craig, I taught him to dance the two step because I wanted to meet good girls because I knew he'd be at a base. And outside of those bases, never mind. I won't finish. But that's why I taught it. I was like, you're going to meet a good girl if you're going to two step, kid. So that was my big, amazing plan. You're going to two step. And then two steps is nickname. And then he went into the military and they said, you are not telling that story. You are going to say, and they weren't from Texas or Tennessee, but it was like, no, you're going to say it's a two-headed snake that's in Vietnam because you can't quit hitting people and like killing them or knocking them out. Sorry, y'all, but this is his brothers. This is how they talk. I'm only repeating exactly what they said. So I do know it's true though. That kid was meant to fight. I'll just put it like that. I tried to get him to go to the UFC. Not that I didn't want him to go into service, but we had a connection to do UFC. So I did not mean I didn't want him to serve. Thank you all so much. Craig, again, thank you. Love your tattoo. You made me get into mine. Jason is saying hello to Krista, and that's awesome. He is the catalyst right here. He creates the box. So we're all in the triangle. Jason, you created this box, which, by the way, the logo does not fit in the box, Jason. But I love you. And Battle to Be right here. Battle to Be, y'all. You got to check it out. Krista's going to be with us. I think Krista said yes about coming on board for Freedom Fest, for the Two Step Festival and a concert and a man. The only thing I can tell you is imagine that you have to schedule a concert around when the Cowboys play. That is what I was told. Like, okay, it's okay, Tracy, but if the Cowboys play and it's a Monday night, you're gonna have to move that date. And I'm like, okay. What do you say? Like when you're asking for a venue and you're asking if you can have it, I did not ask for that one. I just asked for a place. And they're like, well, you think that place will hold enough for you? And I'm like, I think so. I really think it will. Thank you. folks, I'm talking about where the Dallas Cowboys play. So it's a place called Texas Live. Um, I'm sure a lot of people are very familiar with it. I'm only a little familiar. I've only been to one game, but it is an outdoor market area on the inside. It's nothing but like it's just big. It's huge. It's huge. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's got a huge stage for y'all. If you want sports, TVs, you name it, it's got everything. But SWAT, maybe you've been there more. I don't know. Have you?
I've been there a couple times, mostly for the award shows, but it's a pretty cool venue.
Now wait a minute. So they did do the award shows at Texas Live.
That's where they host it. Uh, Krista, what we're talking about is actually it's the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, which Tracy and I will actually be attending this year. They actually hold it right there at Texas Live, and it's right there in Arlington, and it's a beautiful, beautiful setup. It's huge, and of course, especially when the Rangers were on their way to the World Series, that place was packed to the gills, and it's almost like being in the middle of a football stadium. It's just roaring, and it's just a really cool venue. And especially for the award shows, the way it's laid out, they do a great job. But I've been there once or twice.
There you go. Yeah, I wasn't gonna tell because they told me to wait, but it wasn't me, so it doesn't count. It all works. Hey,
Oops.
it's on the website. It is on the website. It says Texas Live on there, but you didn't give a name. That's good. So we didn't say anything. We didn't say anything. Honest to God, we didn't. We didn't leave a name. We didn't leave a station's name. So we did good. We're all good. So if anybody, I know y'all saw me doing that, but no, SWAT, it was great. You did awesome. And so yes, now I know exactly what you're talking about. And I'm like, holy cow. But no, I did not say that on the phone. I was like, well, I think that will work. So, but do we really have to wait to play around the Cowboys? And they're like, yes. If the
Yeah.
Cowboys play on a Monday, I'm sorry, you'll have to cancel that. And I'm like, well, then I guess I'll be scheduling where the Cowboys wouldn't be playing and it won't be a factor. So, um, do good, Cowboys. I don't know. I don't have teams like that. I'm lying. I'm from Nashville. It's the Titans. I like the Cowboys too, but you're talking to a girl who loves music. So music is medicinal. SWAT, uh, you and the sure feels good. What number are we at on that top charts on the billboards? Where are we sitting with sure feels good?
Well, the very first week we actually released it, it actually hit in the top 100 on the Texas music charts. And as of right now, it jumped up to number 79. So we jumped up 21 spots. We added several radio stations. And hopefully this week we'll take another big leap. We'll find out, I think, either Thursday or Friday. But it's already jumping up there leaps and bounds, and we are really excited. I've released this will be my seventh single down here in Texas that have actually hit the charts, and this one has already exceeded all expectations. We are so excited. I didn't know it was going to do as well as it did its first week out, but it's already up in the top 80 right now at number 79, and God willing, it'll be in the top 75 after this week, and just keep jumping up the charts. So obviously, radio's enjoying it. Everybody out there is enjoying it. They're spreading the word, and it's unbelievable. It's such a blessing. I'm blown away. That's all I can say.
I can say sure feels good, y'all. I'm
You
typing
got
it,
it.
and that is what it is called. It is a song. It is called Sure Feels Good. It is the one I got caught singing. And that is not me, but there I go. Sure feels good. It's good though. You got some people out there giving you some props there. They're all saying thank you and sure feels good. They like the song. They're saying hello, Krista, by the way, in private, um, and saying, "Wait, she was there? Oh, yeah, she was there." I did the same thing. I was just so busy wanting to cover the music for not only you SWAT but for Frazier. You know, we got Scotty Frazier there that I haven't mentioned. He's with Sergeant Records. The other crazy part, y'all, before we get to the music is Krista. The reason this all happened is she's sitting there and she's coming on the show for the mom. When we get together at the last minute, we're like, because the mom had sent me a message. She's like, we haven't gotten it out a lot. It happened kind of suddenly. And I'm like, of course, yeah, I'll get it out. And then Chris and I hadn't met or anything, and we are getting on. I'm like, all right, here we go. 1, 2, countdown, go, play. And then I see her face when it's done, and she's looking at me and she's like, you got to be kidding me. And I'm like, what? And she's like, that's Scotty Frazier. And I said, yeah. And she's like, that's who's playing at the event for this mother. So not only that, that's also her friend. So I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So again, up there, I go to him. If he's not who you point to, that's fine. That's why we got a free country. We got people that have served. Don't send me any messages about, you know, anything unless it's nice. How's that? Unless it's nice. Let's be good. Let's just be nice to everybody. Kindness matters. Sure feels good is a good thing to do, right? It sure feels good to be kind. Sure feels good to be here with you. Sure feels good. Can mean a lot of things. I have a last question though, and love you, Krista. Can't wait. I mean, we knew you'd probably say yes about helping us coordinate that part, but we trust you and in your heart and everything that you do. I just immediately connected and said, man, I want her to be there. So I think that she deserves it. I think her organization, and I know that she has the cojones to say no, no matter if it's a Marine or a football man or a radio girl or whoever, woman, man, child. I knew she would be able to say, no, no, thank you, sorry. So I was like, yeah, you want Krista. So thank you for that, Krista. Battle to be. Again, that plaque, those rocks. I will be seeing SWAT soon at the Radio Awards. If I don't get to see you, Krista, make it down there and you wanted to give it to SWAT, the two of you are not that far from each other, by the way. You don't have to. I'm not saying for y'all to do that. I never want anyone to go out of their way. But if I don't get to you, then I'll be seeing him at the awards. So, and his dad. So can't wait to see them. SWAT. I have a feeling one of these people, I'm going to get repurposed again. Something about what I did tonight. I'll probably be out there. So let's make sure we tag your song out there. Everybody that's listening, when you go for an artist, when you click on Spotify, when you click on YouTube nowadays, we're in the digital world. You can't go buy the vinyl, but man, I love vinyl. I love the album. Like I'd have it plastered over my wall. Like that's kind of what I want to do. Like I like art, but digital, that's how they get credit. That's how they get paid. This is how it works. So yeah, Apple Music out there, but go click. That's what you need to do. You won't even find just sure feels good with what I call John SWAT. You're gonna find, we'll get into this on another episode, but you're gonna find John Jammin SWAT Jr., right?
That's me.
Am I right? Okay, yeah. John Jammin SWAT Jr. You're going to find that. But look, just remember SWAT. So, SWAT, before we go to this song, what in the world, because I know this song well, I know it so well that I actually have my best friend say to me, stop. But I was like, wait, you don't understand. I'm trying to upload. Krista knows this. When you're trying to repurpose something and you're trying to get out information and then you're making the reels and you're trying to put out information for your show, you have a lot of different options. You can't put out like we've been on. I need glasses, y'all. Um, long story short, thank you. And there she is. She's helping me out there. Oh, she did it again. We will schedule. I think I need glasses. Right to remember. When I'm not so swamped, I'm never too swamped. And I can ride in the Jeep. Oh, you should let me drive. Oh, that would be funny. We could make our own TikTok video out of that. And then we'll get John's song. John, we'll have to pick one of your songs, and that Jeep can be in the video. How's that?
I got
I can
plenty of them,
produce.
so
Well, you can use one more. Krista, you're what are you? You're kind. You're giving. I can't wait, and it will be an honor to just be near you. So thank you so much. John's blocking himself out so I don't make a crazy TikTok video out of him. I'm messing with him. Are you gonna play sideways tonight, John?
I'm thinking about it. So
All right, I'm not good at that. All right, let's go. I always do that. I'm like, all right. He's like, wait, are we?
so what do you put me on the spot for?
Don't you think you should do Sure Feels Good, or do you got another one? Hey, I've been listening to Drive High. This is really bad that I know all your songs, man. Not bad in a bad way. It's a good reason. It's for Music Row Radio. I've been doing a lot of work right now on that. What other one? I don't know. What do you feel like? Krista,
Well,
do you want to hear the one that's on the charts?
Seems that's the one we've been talking about all night.
And the one that made me, I don't know what to call it.
Well, Krista, I'm going to play it for you right now, and hopefully you'll be spinning by the end of the song. So this is the new one. It's like I said, we just hit number 79 on the charts. So everybody out there, if you haven't had a chance, go check it out. It's obviously, like Tracy said, it's up on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. And you're also welcome to reach out to your local radio stations and let them know about the song, and go ahead and tell them, say, hey, go ahead and spin that one for me. So we'll go ahead and play it for you guys right now. This is Sure Feels Good.
Better mute yourself, Krista.
Lying here on a rainy Sunday morning with you, I can think of nothing else I'd rather do. I used to run around all over town with my crazy friends and never slowed down. All it took was you, girl, come along and change my world. You got me spinning, 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 round and round like I've never been. I keep wishing, wishing, wishing that it won't ever end. You got me falling, falling, falling in love. Never felt like this, wasn't planning on it, but